Welcome to Park McYard here in Kilmallock GAA Club for the Bonsecours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Round 3 clash between Patrickswell and Ahane on this Thursday evening. John Keogh here in commentary, delighted to be joined by Matt O'Callaghan for this evening's clash. Matt, coming into the game, both sides have a win apiece so far from their 2 games. It's hard to know where either side is though, given Ahane beating Kildimo Palace Kenry, probably expected to do so. Very impressive in that win. Were very impressive in large parts in their defeat to Kilmallock. While Patrickswell, on the other hand, a huge win over Napirshick first time out, and then a surprising loss to Doon, a depleted Doon outfit second time out.
Yeah, I suppose, John, you could say that Patrickswell, and I was saying it to some of their connections below there a while ago, they're a bit of an enigma this season, if you like. As you rightly said, they had a good win over Napirshick, and deserving win. I saw it on Limerick GAA TV, and I don't think anybody could argue with the merit of it, John. You were probably at it. And then they slipped up to Doon, and to put it into real context, John, it was a very, very depleted Doon side, and we were looking at a Doon team that would be without, I suppose, 7, possibly 8 first team regulars, and you can hear this playing the old soldier, we're without this, that and the other thing, but Doon were genuinely without him, and they still got a win over Patrickswell. So it's very, very hard to know where Patrickswell are at. But for Ahane, they're in a new space here in Section 2, and that they've got a win, which is very, very important. And they know that if they get a second win, if they can pick up a second win, that they have a serious chance of making it to the quarterfinals, which they haven't done since 2019. And when they did it then, they did it through Section B, they finished in the top 2 in Section B. So, like, the stakes are pretty, in the context, John, of places in the semi-final. The stakes are very high here for both sides. Patrickswell, can they afford to lose again? And, where I can't get a fix on Patrickswell is, if you go back even to last year, you will recall they became the first team from Section A to be beaten by a team from Section B in the quarter-final, South Liberties here in Kilmallock. Now, I thought they seemed to have put all that behind them. Now, Cian Lynch was out last year, and they looked to have all that put behind them when they played Napirshick inside in Ahane in the first round. But there's something I just don't know. I'm thinking they will do okay tonight. I'm fancying them to win tonight, but Ahane, if they can, if they had a very, very good performance against Kildimo Palace Kenry, didn't see it, saw their performance against Kilmallock. I thought for 40 minutes they were very, very, very good. But then when Kilmallock got a run on them, they succumbed. But I think it's one that Patrickswell will have to be cautious.
Indeed they do. Strong teams for both as we come closer to throwing here in Kilmallock. Quick run on those teams now, starting with the Patrickswell side. Jason Gillan in goals, full backline of James Carrick, John Flynn and Kelvin Lynch. Half backline Mark Carmody, Dermot Burns and Cian Fitzgerald. Midfield is Cian Lynch, partnered by Patrick Kirby. Half forward line Jordan Higgins, Jack Kelleher and Evan Fitzgerald. Kevin O'Brien, Aaron Gillan and John Kirby in the Patrickswell full forward line. Ahane show one change from the programme announced. Number 18 Stephen Powers into the side in the half forward line, but we'll start with in goals Jonathan Hayes. Full back line Evan O'Leary, Dan Morrissey the captain of the Ahane side, and Evan Enright completes the full back line. Paddy Morrissey, Kieran Barry and Padraig Harnett in the half back line. Gavin Rossum and Dan Minihan named at midfield. Power wearing 18 Tom Morrissey and Mark Donnellan in the half forward line. Jack Butler, Ronan Fox and Adam Murray in the full forward line. Matt, I know there's going to be changes in the positional sense, given seeing Ahane twice earlier in the campaign. There's going to be changes all over the field. Adam Murray will certainly go to wing back and Paddy Morrissey to midfield, and Tom Morrissey has played both games at full forward, so there's going to be plenty of changes in the Ahane team. The one thing I've seen from Ahane this year so far, they got the confidence and a very impressive win over Kildimo Palace Kenry. As you said, for large parts of that game against Kilmallock, they were the better team. They were the better team, and they were particularly the better team for 25 minutes. And if you recall, just under 5 minutes before half time, Kilmallock started coming into it and closed the gap, I think, to a point or two at half time, which slightly flattered Kilmallock to be in that position at half time. And
Ahane were holding up quite well in the second half until the Gavin O'Mahony goal changed everything. And Kilmallock derived momentum from it and drove on from there. So, like, you could say for 40 minutes that Ahane, but the trick for Ahane is that type of performance, John. They need to give it for 60. A game is 60 minutes. So, was there a bit of burning themselves out to stay in it for that 40 minutes? Perhaps. But, are Patrickswell as good as Kilmallock? Perhaps not. It's certainly in form terms they're not. But you just don't know from Patrickswell. This is, I think it's all to play for here, John, but I still think that Patrickswell with the three big guns, like if you look down the middle there, Dermot Burns, Cian Lynch, Jack Kelleher, vastly experienced, Aaron Gillan. That's some spine that any team in the country would die for.
But of course, just seeing on screen as well, Matt, there's a potential battle between Dan Morrissey and Aaron Gillan that surely whets the appetite, if indeed Aaron Gillan stays in it full form.
Absolutely. The matchups will be very, very interesting here. Who's going to pick up Tom Morrissey? That's going to be very important. Like you said, that Tom Morrissey moved into full forward, and from what we're seeing,
he's gone straight in, Matt, alongside Dan Minahan as well. You'll see Ronan Fox as well move out to left wing forward. Sean Flynn very clear about what he wants from his players. We're moments away from throwing. You're seeing Stephen Power in midfield as well from the throw in here. So Johnny Murphy is this evening's referee, vastly experienced inter-county referee as well, and we are underway in Kilmallock. And both sides now looking to win possession. It's Jack Keller for Patrickswell. Lovely hand pass off to Cian Lynch, who in turn returns to Dermot Burns. Burns is away here from Mark Donlan. Burns has a strike at that. It's not a good one from Dermot. He'd be very disappointed with that. Jonathan Hayes with the easy catch and launches one down, heading towards Jack Butler. And over there with him is James Carrick. Butler still going for it. Two Patrickswell defenders surrounding him. Evan Fitzgerald is one of them. Kicks it forward. Winning it over there. Good stuff from Jordan Higgins for Patrickswell, and it's Kirby. John Kirby's putting this one across. Kevin O'Brien now. Lovely step from Kevin O'Brien. Has the shot off his right hand side. That's going to tail to the right and wide. Matt, we played 40 seconds. A lively start.
A lively start, but I think Patrickswell will be disappointed anytime you hit a ball in, and it goes into the hands of the goalkeeper, especially in the first minute. As a former goalkeeper, the first thing you want to do is get your hand on the ball as quickly as possible. So Jonathan Hayes had an easy save to get off there. But Kevin O'Brien's effort was well wide there, John. It was disappointing, I think, from a Patrickswell point of view.
That's Evan Fitzgerald finding Cian Lynch. Good hook on Lynch there. Good work back there from Gavin Rossum. Centre back now, Kieran Barry. Barry has plenty of space to find a pass and finds it easy enough too to Evan Enright. Enright delivers into the full forward. The movement is good from Tom Morrissey. He's beaten John Flynn there. It's Morrissey getting his first shot of the game. And that one, looking at it from here, is to the left and wide as well. It's one each, Matt.
Yeah, it was a difficult angle in fairness for Tom, but he just narrowly missed it. But very, very often, as we see in even bigger stadiums than Kilmallock and Croke Park, we see Tom putting those over, and it would have been important from a hand point of view, especially after the two early misses here at the other side, that they would get their noses in front.
And Evan Fitzgerald has had a very, very impressive start to the game. Wearing 12 but playing half-back for Patrickswell. Chance of a goal here. Jordan Higgins is in here. Goal for Patrickswell, it is. He did it last year in the first round against Kilmallock. It was Kilmallock that won that day, but Jordan Higgins is in. We played just over 2 minutes. First score of the game is a goal to Patrickswell.
Yeah, and you just wonder how the Ahane defence got caught out so much, because it was fed into him in absolutely open space, what he was doing in that kind of a space, and he raced in, and there was only going to be one result.
There was Ahane now trying to get back into it. Stephen Power has it, plays it along the line, looking for Dan Minahan. Good touch from Minahan, hoping to keep it in play. Does exactly that. Minahan charging away now against the challenge of Kelvin Lynch, over carrying. And maybe a foul on Kelvin Lynch as well. So that's the first battle between Dan Minahan and Kelvin Lynch, and Lynch has won it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is a confidence booster now already to Patrickswell after the couple of mistakes that they made early on. So, I think the Patrickswell connections will be very, very happy with the start, John.
You can be sure of that. That goal from Jordan Higgins, the only score of the game so far, as Dermot Burns switches play, looking for Evan Fitzgerald, making his championship debut after a transfer from Partine in Clare, of course, the younger brother of Conor and Stephen Fitzgerald as well. Didn't get that one into his hand, of course, Conor and Stephen playing rugby with Munster and Connacht over the years as well as burgeoning hurling careers. Conor, of course, playing with Cian Lynch in the All-Ireland minor final in 2014, Matt, if my maths are correct.
2014, your maths are absolutely correct.
That's
John.
a rare one, as Patrickswell take this. Murray with the sideline. Flicked on there by Jack Butler. Dermot Burns should get there. Minahan is in there. Put a bit of pressure on. He's forced to drop from Burns. Great work from Dan Minahan. He's had a very impressive start to this championship in the 2 games. Minahan trying to find Tom Morrissey now, unable to do so initially. Morrissey is battling, but so is John Flynn. Morrissey gets a hand in again, and it's a pick up by Ronan Fox, and it's a free into Ahane. Great turnover, great work there from Ahane as well.
Yeah, great work there from Ahane, and that was the type of work that we saw from Ahane in the first half against Kilmallock, Jack, and that's what got him into the position they were by half time. And look, they're just getting up to the pace of the game now. We have only about 5 minutes gone, and this is one that you would expect Tom Morrissey to put over all day. It's not a gimme by any manner or means, but to a man like Tom Morrissey, it should be well within his compass.
Morrissey missed a few surprisingly against Kilmallock. He hasn't missed that one, has he? Well, the umpire is eventually going for the flag. He scored it, Matt. And as you said, Tom Morrissey's prowess from frees is going to be very, very important for Ahane in this game, as this puck out goes. One initially there by Padraig Harnett, but Patrickswell have won it back. Aaron Gillan, first interaction into the game for Gillan. Marked tightly by Kieran Barry, but off goes Gillan. One-handed flick inside to Kevin O'Brien. O'Brien touches decent, not decent enough though from their point of view. Hurley's to it there. Cian Lynch is in there. Ahane have men in there as well. It's Kieran Barry trying to battle back inside. Battle for possession on the ground, but Dan Morrissey, as he so often does, wins it. Plays the ball out to Paddy Morrissey, and Morrissey under pressure immediately. Look, good work from Paddy Morrissey. He's been fouled, and again, Matt, Patrickswell delivering good ball inside, but the hands backs have been ready. Absolutely
ready, and Ahane are bringing great intensity to it, and certainly, you know, they're swarming around the player with the ball, and they literally Patrickswell had nowhere to go on that occasion.
Free out now for the Castleconnell men. It's Kieran Barry that is over it. Barry delivers inside, aiming towards Tom Morrissey. You couldn't be sure. Dermot Burns, hand goes up, doesn't be one, and a hand have it now. It's Mark Donnellan. Donnellan needs a bit of help here, as overcarried, says referee. And in fairness to referee Johnny Murphy, I should say, he did well to win it there on that occasion, did Mark Donnellan, but Matt, he was surrounded by 3 Patrickswell defenders.
Absolutely surrounded, and I think Johnny Murphy got the call dead right there. But just for a moment, it was a position of some danger for Patrickswell, but they rescued the situation, and now we have play gone down at the other end, thanks to Jason Gallan's free.
It's well won over there by Padraig Harnett, but they failed to get the ball cleanly out of the fence. Cian Fitzgerald, the hand pass, looking for the run of John Kirby. Ronan Fox has won it, and Fox has done very well to win possession back. Kieran Barry, low delivery there towards Paddy Morrissey, wearing 5 of playing midfield, plays it across to Adam Murray. Murray under pressure, being fouled, referee says no. Great dispossession by Jack Kelleher, and Kelleher now moving forward, gets it off to John Kirby. Kirby running at the hand defence, he's got trouble with Gavin Rossum around him. Kirby kicks it, and the accuracy on this occasion is there from John Kirby. Well, the Kirby name, Matt, will always be synonymous with hurling. John Kirby has shown right there he's got a good right boot as well.
He's got a good right boot, and we may be seeing the makings of a football team in Patrickswell before long after that, but it was an excellent work score there, and he had quite a bit of work to do before he got the opportunity to kick it, but he kicked it with accuracy that David would be proud of, I'd say.
Absolutely, and after right boot as well. Updating the other game in Group 2 today, of course, they're playing Munger at St. Paul's. 2 points to 1 in the early stages of that game. And in Askeaton here, as Evan Fitzgerald picks up possession again for Patrickswell. Cian Lynch wasn't expecting that hand pass, and Gavin Rossum was in the flash. Now it's Mark Donnellan kicking it ahead, trying to get a bit of help here. It comes in the form of Adam Murray. Murray, hooked by Fitzgerald, flicks it back. Jack Butler blocked down. Great work rate from Patrickswell on this occasion. Not sure who got that one in. It could have been Jordan Higgins. Indeed, it was Jordan Higgins who got the body in to make sure Jack Butler couldn't get the shot away. Matt, on both sides in the early stages there, ferocious work rate.
Absolutely ferocious work rate, and Patrickswell had the preserve of it in the first 4 or 5 minutes, but by God, Ahane have stepped it up in the last 5 or 6 minutes, John. It's already the makings of going to be what should be a very, very good game. Now we have Cian Lynch.
And Lynch delivers inside. There's a slip by Evan O'Leary in the defence, but Dan Morrissey in supreme bit of play from Morrissey plays this one in well. The collection didn't match the delivery and straight down the throat of Dermot Burns. Burns follows Dan Morrissey up. You won't see too many of them too often in an inter-county game. This ball's delivered in from Mark Carmody. There's men back there. Gillan has it in hand. Usually spells danger. Pass wasn't great. He's looking for a foul. Nothing forthcoming from Johnny Murphy, and Dan Morrissey plays it long again. Again, Dermot Burns is on it. Again, Burns has got it. Beautiful catch from Burns. Hasn't been fouled as referee. Gets the hand past the Keane Lynch. Step from Lynch, and he's away from Gavin Rosen. He'll try to find Ronan Fox, and does it. Fights Keane Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald with a glorious score. But it was caught by Burns, but made by Lynch.
Yeah, an absolute fantastic score. Brilliant catch by Dermot Burns. Spotted the run of Keane Lynch, who in turn spotted the run of
Keane
Fitzgerald. And an excellent point.
Yeah, it's gone short of a hand. Jonathan Hayes, it didn't work out initially. Rosen was trying to get in his hand, helped out this occasion Kieran Barry, but Lynch has it in his hand again off his left from 45 out. Keane Lynch doesn't miss too many when he does shoot. He didn't miss there. Glorious stuff from Keane Lynch, and now it's 1-3 to 1 point in Patrickswell's favour.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap opening up, and Patrickswell after those early misses, and I don't want to be harping on it, but they have really, sharpened up with the target in sight. But they may have to before this game is over.
Indeed they do, but now trying to win it back, trying to get a score that probably badly need at this stage. Patrickswell really just sharpening up. As Matt O'Callaghan mentioned, as Tom Morrissey will be central to that. He's got their only score so far. Gets it off to Padraig Arnott. Arnott delivers inside towards Dan Minahan. Minahan has been fouled, says referee Johnny Murphy. And it's, well, you'd imagine, Matt, a very, very easy chance for Tom Morrissey.
Yeah, it's going to be an important score, but if ever a free was a gimme for a free taker, I suppose this is one. But by God, do Ahane need it already?
Could he snake a goal shot, Matt?
Yeah, there may be a temptation, but I think it's a bit early. It's a bit early.
The only reason I'm asking, Matt, the sun, which has come out here, it's a beautiful evening here in Kilmallock. It isn't right in the eyes of Jason Gillan and his fellow men on the Patrickswell line, but
the thing about going for a goal, if you get it, great, but if you don't, and it's cleared.
That's Morrissey. Lifts it, he goes for the point and gets it very easily as well. Second for Ahane and a second for Tom Morrissey. We played 11 minutes of the Sponsecures Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. Round 3 clash between Patrickswell and Ahane. It's Patrickswell leading 1-3 to 2 points as Jason Gillan launches one down the field towards Kevin O'Brien. Breaks for Mark Carmody, and Carmody off his left strikes it. The strike off the post and it's going to stay in play. Dan Morrissey was first to react and quickest to react. Low ball towards Kieran Barry. The touch is good from Barry. So is the step. Kieran Barry now to Paddy Morrissey. Paddy Morrissey plays it off now. Evan O'Leary was going to be hooked. Held on to the ball well. For flicking out to that side is Padraig Arnott. Not fouled by Jordan Higgins. Arnott delivers a dangerous ball inside. Just over the head of Tom Morrissey. The ball trickles out for a wide one.
Yeah, and Tom Morrissey was so close to getting a stick to it there and bringing it down, and it certainly would have spelled danger for Patrickswell. John, I suppose it will tell you about the draw that Limerick hurling is. There's a very good sized crowd in here this evening for this game. Over on the far side, if you can see it in the stand immediately under us, there's a very big crowd. So, and I think in fairness they have been treated to decent fare so far. What are we, 13 minutes into the game? And I don't think they can complain with what they've seen so far.
No, I wouldn't think so. It's going to be another free for Ahane. Padraig Arnott on that far side fouled, says referee Johnny Murphy, and Tom Morrissey's come all the way out. He's going to be taking this one, Matt, from his own 65, I think, or somewhere close to it anyway. Mike Sexton, the linesman at the far side, says that's where to take it from.
It's within Tom's compass.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It is. We've seen Tom to put him over from that distance, and the conditions are absolutely perfect. I don't see. I think the flag is absolutely limp up here on the clubhouse at the Emmett Street end.
So it's Morrissey has struck it. He's looking at it anxiously as Jason Glam. Morrissey has nailed it. That's a third for Morrissey and a third for Ahane. 1-3 to 3 points after 13 minutes, Matt. It's just Jordan Higgins' goal between them.
Yeah, and that's what the game needed, because once they went 5 points up, where did they get another 1 or 2 points, Patrickswell? It would be a long road back, even though there's a long way to go. But this has completely livened up the game now, that albeit their only scores from frees, and Ahane have yet to score from play.
And Evan Fitzgerald is going to get a shot away here for Patrickswell. And that's gone to the right and wide from Fitzgerald. It worked it well at Patrickswell to get their number 12 into a shooting position, but didn't go as Jonathan Hayes restarts.
Patrickswell build-up play, approach play is very good, but I think that's the first time their shooting has left them down, John.
Yeah, there's a free out here. It looked like there could be a turnover. Jonathan Hayes went short. Evan O'Leary didn't get the greatest of touches on it, and in fairness to the Patrickswell, it was Kevin O'Brien in there. He was in a flash, Matt. We've seen Kevin O'Brien do that over a long period of time. He's well able to turn over possession and get a goal out of it, as Dan Marcy takes the free and launches it towards Tom. Dan Minahan is there for a hand as well. He's got it in his hands under pressure from Kelvin Lynch. Minahan comes back outside to Stephen Power. Power now immediately hunted down by Jordan Higgins, and Higgins going for it again here for Patrickswell. Flicked on again. Great take from Mark Carmody. Lovely touch from the Patrickswell number 5 off the Keane Fitzgerald. He's got one so far in the game. Keane Fitzgerald won't be shy in shooting again, but that's going to drop to the right and wide, just beyond the reach of Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah. What a faithful servant to Patrickswell is Mark Carmody. He has given so much service, and playing as well as any time in his career, John.
No doubt about that. Long one again from Jonathan Hayes, Ronan Fox and Jack Keller going for it. Ahane trying to keep it in play. They've done well to do so. Ball flicks back over there to Kieran Barry. Barry delivers in towards Dan Minahan. Kelvin Lynch is all over Minahan. Gets away with it this time though. And Dan Minahan going to get the shot away. Minahan, he's had a very good championship so far. Hasn't got the accuracy with that one though. And the third wide for Ahane, Matt. 3 wides apiece, 15 and a half minutes played.
Yeah, I think Dan Minahan will be disappointed with that. That was, that was a shot that was on, and if it had closed the gap to 2 points, it would, for Ahane. Now we have Keane Lynch.
Yeah, goal on here. Patrickswell will be thinking. Carmody goes for it. Save straight at Hayes. It was an easy one for Jonathan Hayes, and Evan Enright was on hand to flick it away. The great catch from Lynch from the puck out. Beautiful ball across. Just
I don't think Mark got the purchase on it that he would have liked, because he certainly didn't get the power into it that to trouble Jonathan Hayes, and it was a relatively easy save for the goalkeeper.
Was indeed here as the sideline ball gone short. Plenty of players running for it. There's a clash now. Free, says the referee.
Of course, Evan O'Leary down there, John, is an All-Ireland winner with Ardscoil Reach. A very, very, very promising young hurler, and doing quite well.
Limerick under 20s this year as well. Yeah. Outstanding so far in the championship for Ahane, as Dan Morrissey readies to take this one. Morrissey switches it. Looking for Ronan Fox over there. Evan Fitzgerald was onto it quickly though. Lovely touch from him, but Fox has somehow won it back. Tries a shot, gets blocked down. Dan Minahan as well. Kelvin Lynch running. It's a free in. I think hands all over him, Dan Minahan. He's got a free there, Matt.
Yeah, I think we saw it from here, even John, that particular one. So gives Tom Morrissey a chance to close the gap again now, and you must remember, what are we're up on to the 17th, 18th minute.
In the 17th minute, yeah.
17th minute at this stage. Patrickswell haven't scored with 8 minutes now, and I'm taking it that Tom Morrissey is going to put this over the bar, and the last 3 scores will be to Tom Morrissey and to Ahane. Wouldn't worry for Ahane even at this point, even though they're close. Where are the other scores going to come from? Where are they going to come from player?
Indeed, that is a worry, as Morrissey surely to put over his fort. He does exactly that, does Tom Morrissey. 4 points again for Ahane and 4 for Morrissey. Matt, we have a 2-point game, and it kind of does reflect the even nature of it. It does,
because Ahane, they're huffing and puffing a bit until they come into the final third. They don't seem to be able to get the shots in, and are a bit over dependent, I would say, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, possibly on Tom Morrissey scoring frees. Plus the fact that Tom is not getting the supply that that he could cause trouble in there from play. I think we could possibly see Tom moving out after a while.
Indeed we could here. Sideline ball on that far side now for the Ahane man. It's Paddy Morrissey, I think that's over there to take it. Oh, it's Gavin Rossum indeed. Rossum, good cut into Mark Donnellan's hand. Lovely take from Donnellan up and under pressure from Dermot Burns. He's still going. Mark Donnellan tries to get a strike with. It's a delivery inside towards Tom Morrissey. Jason Glenn is off his line. He's dropped it. He's collected it just as quick though, in fairness to Jason. A lovely ball out to Dermot Burns. Burns, little short pass to Jack Kelleher. Kelleher now decides to go along with it in towards, I think it's John Kirby inside. It's not John Kirby. And it's easy though, picked up by Paddy Morrissey. And Morrissey does very, very well. The man that was in there for Ballybrown was Patrick Kirby, for Patrickswell, I should say. Dan Minahan strikes this one. Jason Glenn didn't see it initially. That's gone to the right and wide as well. Matt, there's just been a dip in the last few minutes.
A bit of a dip. It was Evan O'Leary won the ball down here in the corner, and the way he laid it off, like so intelligently to and it's a line ball here in front of us, and
linesman Mike Mead down there, he's given it to Ahane. Last hit the foot of Keane Fitzgerald.
It was definitely. I think Mike has got that absolutely right, because we have a bird's eye view. We're looking straight down on it, so I think it went off for Patrickswell player.
It's going to be a line ball. This time it is. Paddy Morrissey taking it up along the line. It's not a good one. You see what he was trying, Matt, heading towards the unmarked Adam Murray, but just didn't happen from there, and Jack Kelleher will restart play for Patrickswell.
Paddy will be very, very disappointed with that.
Jack is taking a bit more time. Plenty of movement in front of him. Switching at play. It's a good ball in. Aaron Gillan. Well, he's gotten away from Kieran Barry there. It's Gillan with the strike. Aaron Gillan has put that one between the posts, Matt. Well, I'm not sure what happened. We were following the ball. Maybe there was a little flick, but either way, whatever he did, if he did anything, he got away with it. It's a score for Patrickswell. A needed score.
What do they say about poetry in motion? Absolutely, it's like poetry in motion with Aaron Gillan. The way he just ran into the space, well picked out by Jack Kelleher from the line ball, and struck it with absolutely, efficient ease.
On the sideline ball, Ahane again, that ferocious work rate, been a feature of their two games to date, and it's certainly followed through into this one so far in the game. But they do trail by 3 points. They played 19 minutes of the game. And this sideline ball, it's a great ball in from Padraig Ahane. Again, it's over the head of Tom Morrissey and Jason Glenn. Happy to see that one head out over the end line. And a wide ball.
Ahane are racking up the wides now, John. They're up to 5 wides, I think.
Yep, 5-3 in wides in their favour. Bucko comes from Gillan. It's picked up by Ahane. It's a dangerous one from Morrissey there. He didn't really know he was hitting that one too. It was Gavin Rossum. It's Paddy Morrissey with the challenge on John Kirby. Used the right boot for the second time in the game. Wasn't as successful this time around. Cleared down by Paddy Morrissey. It's a dangerous ball inside. Good touch back there by the cornerback James Carrick. But Ahane, plenty in there. Dermot Burns is in there. That should be a warning sign as Burns comes away with it. Kicks it ahead. He's going to leave it. It's Jordan Higgins. Brilliant though from Stephen Power. Power with the shot. Would have been a great score for Stephen Power. More time than he realised, Matt. 6th wide for Ahane.
Yeah, John, that would certainly have to go into the bad wide pigeonhole,
He did so well
to
win the ball.
Absolutely, he did fantastic to win the ball, but unfortunately the execution and the finish was very poor.
And it's Patrickswell on the run with Kevin O'Brien as we get back underway. O'Brien with the hand pass, goal chance again. It's a great hook back there. It's Evan O'Leary that got it in, Matt. He got a hook in, I think. I'll just try and see it again here on the screen in front of us. But a danger there. Kevin O'Brien with a great run. Ball came across to John Kirby, and Kirby.
Certainly the goalkeeper was involved in it.
I think Evan O'Leary got a hook in, Matt. I was waiting, there's no replay, but well, look, it's a here we go with the replay, Matt. It's Kevin O'Brien winning it. Did very well to win it. Padraig Ahane chasing him down. O'Brien with the hand pass into John Kirby. Evan O'Leary was there. It's a save from Jonathan Hayes. It's a good save. So it wasn't the greatest of strikes from Kirby, must be said as well, but Hayes stood up strong, made the save. So Dermot Burns with the chance now for Patrickswell on the 65 metre line. First chance for Burns, well, second chance of the game to score. First chance from a placed ball. Burns strikes it well and strikes it over the bar. Accurately well. There's a bit of a discussion between the umpires. Jonathan Hayes, the Ahane goal, he wasn't happy with. Well, he certainly wasn't happy with the call, but it's been given. And it's another point for Patrickswell. Puts them 4 in front.
Another point for the leading scorer in this year's All-Ireland final. So Limerick's leading scorer.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting 20, 30 years' time. Matt, who was the leading scorer in the 2023 All-Ireland final? You wouldn't have guessed it would be a half-back, but Dermot Burns has done it. His run and Fox is down injured. Play stopped by the referee. And it looks like Ronan Fox is in a bit of trouble too, Matt.
Yeah, he seems, although he's picking himself up, he seems, it's just getting the helmet off now. Johnny Murphy is holding it till he gets a bit of attention. He looks as if he's going to be okay, I'd say. He's taking a bit of fluid, which is a good sign.
Maybe just a bit winded there, Ronan Fox, not sure.
It's one of those evenings, John, that's quite humid out there. So, Ronan Fox looks good to continue.
Yeah, as Matt O'Callaghan said, taking on a bit of fluid, bit of liquid, no harm for Ronan Fox. And they will restart now.
He
He's
looks
fine.
okay. Throw in, Johnny Murphy says.
No one had clean possession of it, Matt, so he'll throw it in. So Cian Lynch and Gavin Rossum in. Neither wins it. Neither side able to come away with it, but Patrickswell favourites there. And no foul, says Johnny Murphy, and away comes Padraig Harnett for Ahane. He's dispossessed though, Cian Fitzgerald. It was good work from Jack Keller off to Mark Carmody. Carmody won't miss from there, Matt, all day long. Mark Carmody will put those over the bar.
An excellent point, and I actually, it was a good bit of play actually between, it could have gone either way, but certainly Patrickswell made the most of it, and when Mark Carmody got that chance, there was only going to be one result.
Yeah, he went for goal from closer in a few minutes ago, and there's another Ahane man down injured here. In fact, it's a Patrickswell man that's down injured.
Bit worrying for Ahane coming up to half time, John.
It's Carmody that's down, Matt. Just
the gap is
5 points.
Opening to 5 points again. So, again, Ahane still haven't scored from play, and I just don't want to be harping on it. But at this level, John, you have to be getting scores. You can be depending on the one man to get all the scores, and they seem to be very, very dependent on Tom Morrissey. Tom seems to have moved out a bit now. Whether it is only while this action is on, I don't know.
Yeah, just an update as well from the other game in the Senior Hurling Championship tonight. Mungret St. Paul's leading at Dare after 23 minutes, 9 points to 7. So it's the City side leading the West Limerick side. And that one is here, a block down there. Another going to be a line ball to Ahane. It was Carmody, I think, just up from receiving a bit of attention, got the block in. And Kevin O'Brien, indeed, that got it. And just Patrickswell, you mentioned it just seemed that bit livelier all over the park.
They do, and they're taking their scores, like you could see Cian Lynch, Alan Gillan, Mark Carmody, Dermot Burns, Jordan Higgins. They've 5 or 6 scorers on the mark already. Better spread of scores.
Kieran Barry now with this sideline ball. Lovely cut from Kieran Barry. Dermot Burns is onto a lovely touch from Burns. And he turns away from Jack Butler, switches it across to Jason Glenn. Lovely bit of play from Patrickswell here, and Jason Glenn's going to deliver this one. Low delivery inside. It's a good ball into Kevin O'Brien, but Dan Morrissey is around him. And Morrissey does so well with these balls so often. You'd be surprised if he didn't come out with it. Well, he hasn't done so in this stage. The ball has last touch, and a handman off the hurler the boot, I'm not sure. Cian Lynch has the sideline ball to take. He's going to leave it though, I think. Waiting for Jack Kelleher. And Matt, this kind of range for Jack Kelleher is one he's capable of scoring from.
It's one he's capable of scoring from, if we judge by the one that he took here to our right while ago.
That's a beautiful delivery and sent to Gillan. Yeah. Good work there from Kieran Barry, who's done a decent job on Aaron Gillan so far. Kieran Barry just restricting him to 1 point from play. It's the only score he's got there. A hand pass comes. Mark Donnellan wasn't expecting it, has to take it. Looking for a bit of help now. Donnellan delivers inside. It's a good ball to Tom Morrissey. Great take from Tom Morrissey. Needs a bit of help. He's been pushed, says referee Johnny Murphy. And John Flynn is the man who the referee has blown up for. Matt, just on that, We've mentioned that they haven't scored from play, but there has been decent ball going in. Patrickswell have been the ones fouling as well. Tom Morrissey was going to create a shooting chance for himself.
They have, but this is the first time that Tom has been fouled, and this is the first time that he has, it's the first decent ball that has gone in his direction. And if you take it, it's 45 metres from his own goal. Like, if you want Tom Morrissey to be a real danger, like, you've got to feed him inside the edge of the square.
And he's missed that, Matt, straight in front. That's a poor one from Tom Morrissey. He'll be very disappointed with that.
Yeah, very disappointing for Ahane, and it's a let-off for Patrickswell. They're now 5 points up. We're almost into...
Oh, that's a glorious catch from Cian Lynch. That's just stunning from Lynch. Absolutely. It's the second one, but he'd more attention on him this time around. And Matt, well, he's just... I think it was our friend down in Cork, the former Cork goalie, your old buddy, that christened him the Harry Potter of hurling.
Yeah.
And you see him do things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But he's, out here now, Aaron Gillan hasn't got a great supply of the ball. Dermot Burns has been outstanding. Cian Lynch has been outstanding. And you were in company with me with some Patrickswell people beforehand, and they were just wondering, what type of performance will come from the three big boys. I think they've got their answer.
I think so too, as Gillan lines up this free. First of the game for him. Oh, he's missed it. Well, he followed up Tom Morrissey. It's a difficult free as well, Matt. It's not easy from that side.
It was a difficult free, but...
one he'll be disappointed about all the same.
Yeah. Aaron Gillan would put over 9 out of 10 of those.
Oh, absolutely here. As Ahane goes short with Evan Enright, Kevin O'Brien. Well, he's put in a shift in this first half anyway. He ran 30 yards to get a block on that, Matt. And as on the side, we're seeing Damien Glenn in front of us, Eamon Kelly, the manager as well. As a manager, when you see something like that happen, it must give you huge lift.
Absolutely. It's a line ball now to Ahane this time, Tom. And just trying to pick up who's taking it over there.
Padraig Harnett. No, it's Kieran Barry, I think, in fact.
It's Kieran Barry. No, Padraig Hartnett is over here. No, it is Kieran Barry.
It is indeed. There's been a goal in the other game. Mungret have got it. 1-11 now, they lead. I'll just check that there as Dermot Burns takes it. Burns switches play, looking for Jordan Higgins. He's found him as well. Jordan Higgins has delivered that inside as well. That's Evan O'Leary again, Matt. That's just glorious defending. Ball wasn't the best from Jordan Higgins by his own admission there. But a battle for possession ensues there. It's a hand still coming with a Kieran Barry. Been pickpocketed on. In comes Lynch. Danger here as it's on to Jordan Higgins. He's got one goal. He's looking for goal number 2. Pops it over the bar instead. And it was Lynch's intervention again.
It was totally Lynch's intervention, because he just spotted the situation where nobody was claiming the ball. In he pops from nowhere and pops it off to Jordan Higgins. It could have been a second goal.
Yeah, but Higgins did the right thing. And Ahane have won another free. Chopped down on the hurley of Shane O'Grady, who's come onto the field as well, Matt. When Shane O'Grady's on, we'll update you with that sub when we have it. But Shane O'Grady's on the field for Ahane. The first thing he does after coming on, Matt, is win that free. That's a chance for Morrissey to redeem himself after missing that initial one. So it's Tom Morrissey. Scored 4 points for Ahane in this half so far. Looking for point number 5. It's a needed one. We've 1 minute and 20 seconds of added time played. And Morrissey this time has found a target. 1-7 to 5 points, Matt. Could be a vital score for Ahane.
A vital score, John, because there was a bit of daylight appearing, and a 6-point lead. I think Johnny Murphy has actually blown the half-time whistle.
He has indeed. Half-time scoreline here in Kilmallock. It's Patrickswell 1-7 and Ahane 5 points. Matt, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, well, we got some very good passages of play. We got some bit passages of intensity, but it seemed to, on occasions it seemed to drop. Now it's quite obvious that Patrickswell are able to get their scores much easier. They have a greater spread of scores. I think Ahane will be disappointed with their first half, because you know, if you were to benchmark it against the first half that they played against Kilmallock, it has been very poor. And their dependence on Tom Morrissey from frees is just alarming. And from what we've seen in the first half, John, you just wonder where other scores are going to come from. Look, it is not lost for Ahane yet, but you'd have to say, in summarising the first half, that at the end of 32 minutes of play, Patrickswell are in a strong position.
They are indeed. And we'll just give you an update now in the other game. They're there, and Mungra St. Paul's won. Half time there as well in Askeaton, and it's Mungra St. Paul's leading it there at 111 to 9 points. And well, that is a big one, Matt, in Group 2. It's a huge, if that stays that way, both teams obviously on 3 points as well.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be a huge win for Mungret.
It'll be a huge win for Mungret, and Jack and I, when we were talking about that game, we were wondering about the loser of that game is going to be a bit behind the 8 ball now, because Ballybrown are also on 3 points, and they have already played a dare, and Ballybrown are due to play South Liberties this week, who as we all know are in trouble. So it will be a huge win for Mungret St. Paul's. Put them on 5 points out of 6. They will be absolutely delighted with it. But a huge game to come. No matter how that game finishes or how it finishes in Fedamore tomorrow night with Ballybrown, a huge game between Ballybrown and Mungret.
Indeed it is, here as we take a little break here for half time in the commentary box in Kilmallock, where Patrickswell lead Ahane 1-7 to 5 points. Join us for the second half shortly. Welcome back to Fitzgerald Park here in Kilmallock for the second half of the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship clash between Patrickswell and Ahane. It's Patrickswell leading 1-7-5 after the first half. John Keogh here in commentary, joined by Matt O'Callaghan for the second half. Matt, it's clearly obvious what Ahane need to do to get back into this. They need a bigger spread of scores and need them coming from play.
They do, John, and like that seemed to be their problem in the first half, and I don't think, having witnessed the first half, that very few could argue the fact that Patrickswell were worthy of the extent of their lead, because, as you pointed out during the first half commentary, they were that little bit sharper. And of course we have two huge performances from Dermot Burns and Keane Lynch, and Tom Morrissey has starved a bit of possession, but Dan Morrissey has been very good at the back, and I think we've got an early answer.
Yeah, we have. It's Mark Donnellan that's got it. 28 seconds gone in the second half, and Mark Donnellan has got Ahane's first point from play. And Matt, we mentioned it, we'll highlight it again. It's one they badly needed.
Absolutely, very, very badly needed, and it closes the gap to 4 points, but you know,
it's a free into Ahane as well here, Matt, so chance for Tom Morrissey to make it a 3-point game inside a minute of the second half.
And it will be exactly what the doctor ordered as far as Ahane is concerned. And again, I would say to you, John, that it's within Tom's compass. It's a long way out. It's almost on the halfway line. What is it? About 3 metres inside the Patrickswell half. It's out here on the left, but
the angle's decent, Matt. He'll have the distance. It's all about the accuracy here for Tom Morrissey. He missed one. He'll be disappointed with the first half, but got one from similar angle.
Oh, he did in the first half. So
strikes it well, does Tom Morrissey. That's good from our angle. That's a beautiful strike. 3-point game, Matt. Just as you said, what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, and you know, he had a bit to spare on that one, Tom, or John, and it was literally over the centre spot.
Beautiful strike from Tom Morrissey.
I can't say the black spot here because it's a green spot.
It is indeed a green spot for the colours of Kilmallock. Long delivery. Dan Morrissey was out to the front. It's kicked way out of his way by Kevin O'Brien. Plenty of players running for it. It's Gavin Rossum that has got, of course, Ahane made a sub before the end of that first half. Shane O'Grady on for Adam Murray wearing number 19. It's he that has possession here. Shane O'Grady on the run for Ahane. Hand pass comes in. It's a poor one. Straight down the throat of Dermot Burns. He only got a flick to Tom Morrissey with this strike, and Tom, under severe pressure, has hit that one. He's hit it to the left and wide. He had to take it on, Matt, but it's hands 8 wide.
Yeah, he had to take it on because his options were very few in front of him. Tom will be disappointed with that one.
He will every time he doesn't score. Tom is unhappy as Patrickswell have advantage here. It's Keane Lynch running with it under pressure from Shane O'Grady. It's going to be a free in. Burns, and Matt is sauntering his way over.
He's sauntering his way over, and will probably saunter its way over the bar now, because that's certainly within his ambit as well. So, you know, when you're giving away frees any place inside, you know, even between the 65s with Dermot Burns around, you're going to be punished. Indeed
you are, as we're seeing Dermot Burns chatting to Mike Meade on that far side and maybe trying to steal a yard, and Mike saying, not tonight, Dermot. I don't think he needs the yard. We all know how long he can strike them. All right, on the midfield mark, but at the angle, difficult enough. He hasn't struck it well, Dermot Burns. And you could see it from very early on, Matt. That one wasn't one of his good ones.
Yeah, and certainly Dermot's body language told us as well that he knew he wasn't happy with it.
That's 8-5 and wide, and Ahane with 8 and Patrickswell 5 as the puck comes down. Morrissey goes for a Keane Lynch, just as quick as they like, with a beautiful pass to Carmody. Got in 2 minds, eventually delivered it low. Good touch from Evan O'Leary. Brilliant from Evan O'Leary. The hand pass isn't good though. O'Leary goes again. It's kicked away by John Kirby. Limerick under 20 teammates this year. Jack Kelleher now for Patrickswell. Kelleher going onto his left. Strikes it. It's a good strike looking for Gillan. Danger here as Gillan goes up. Good strike from Kieran Barry. It's had a fine game on the All-Ireland Hurler of the Year elect, I should say, struck by Kieran Barry, delivered under pressure from Carmody. Kelvin Lynch is there first, didn't get to it. It's not kept in play, though. Mike Sexton signals it is a Patrickswell ball.
It definitely was out, and it was brought back in, so Mike Sexton very much on the ball there.
Just a word, Matt, Kieran Barry has more often than not, when Aaron Gillan has come out, it's Kieran Barry has been detailing him. He's done a fine job of it.
Yeah, He's out here now picking up Mark Carmody at the moment.
Yeah, he is indeed, as Dan Morrissey takes care of Aaron Gillan. Beautiful strike of the ball by Evan Fitzgerald, free in.
Yeah.
Dan was all over. Aaron says Johnny Murphy, and the exact words we heard Johnny Murphy, you're all over him. Matt, I didn't mean to preempt what the referee was going to say, but we heard it loud and clear.
Absolutely, and this you'd have to say would be a 4-point game again, because Aaron Gillan is stepping up to this one, and Aaron Gillan stepping up to a free.
Certainly from this distance, Matt, we usually have one result, although
Usually.
he did miss one on the other side towards the end of that first half. It's Gillan striking. Had enough on it, just enough over the bar. 1-8 to 7 points in Patrickswell's favour.
It didn't have an awful lot to spare now, that one, but Aaron will be, he'll be quite happy that it went where it should have gone, and a white flag ensued, so that's all that matters.
Second point of the game for Aaron Gillan is Ahane now trying to get a score. It's Mark Donnellan, the only player to score from play, and he's got it in the second half. Delivers good movement inside from Dan Minahan. He's out there in front here. Minahan likes to come back onto his left. He's going to have a look at what he does. Gets the pass away. It's not a good one though, the strike, and it should be easy for Jason Gillan. It is easy for Gillan. Flicks it. Jordan Higgins has time to pick that one out of the sky. He does so well. Surely threw that ball. Ref says no. John Kirby off to and John Flynn delivers the beautiful touch from O'Brien Lynch. The side's delivered to Gillan. This would be one of the goals of the year. That is stunning hurling from Patrickswell. You see Amy Kelly, the Patrickswell manager, down in front. Matt, you're seeing a better goal than that nowhere.
No, absolutely stunning, because it originated right here back at the back, and two of the big three really involved in it, and the way that Aaron Gillan just lost his marker, drifted away, ghosted back into a whole acre of space, and Keane Lynch to pick him out. Absolutely fantastic.
2-8 to 7 points now to Patrickswell as Ahane on the attack. That goal should probably be it here. And that's no disrespect to Ahane, it's just Patrickswell have just had enough on them. Even early on in the second half, Kelleher flicks it. It's not a good ball from Kelleher. Kelvin Lynch has got their first run, and Fox though it's there for Ahane. They need something, they need it fast. Tom Morrissey is in there, but so is Dermot Burns, and Burns delivers low. It's intercepted by Gavin Rossum. Rossum hooked by Lynch. Lynch is in again. I tried to flick it up the foot. He's been pulled back by Rossum now. Matt, we're seeing his bag of tricks tonight.
Absolutely, an absolutely incredible performance by Keane Lynch at midfield, and the same with Dermot Burns. And
I saw the dirty ball there. There was only one man coming out with it.
It's when you have three players at that calibre, we have two players here at this side to our left who have 3 hurler of the year between them, and we have the hurler of the year elected the other side. So possibly come the end of this year, Patrickswell will have 4 hurler of the year awards between 3 players. Absolutely way, incredible.
As Burns lines this one up, he missed one from a shorter distance. This be the one, Matt, he's made his name on. These type of long distance ones for Dermot Burns. He struck it. We gave him the big build up, Matt, but that's a wide. We're disappointed with that.
Yeah. 2 wides in a row for Dermot Burns. Doesn't happen very often.
No, it does not. It is. Jonathan Hayes gets us back underway. Pull on the jersey. Blatant one as well. Over there by Keane Fitzgerald, a chance for Tom Morrissey to get his first point of the second half, man.
There's a little bit of movement in the flag, John, and I'm just wondering, is it inclined to favour Patrickswell slightly, that there might be a bit of a breeze? Actually, we can feel it up here in the commentary box, and I think there's a bit of a breeze, and if anybody it is favouring Patrickswell, although the flags here on the ground are quite limp. So meanwhile we'll return. Tom Morrissey's gone over to take what on the far side of the field is a very very tricky free, but we wouldn't underestimate Tom Morrissey. In terms of the game, John, Tom needs to pot this one.
Oh, very much so, Matt. It's probably his most important free. When he strikes it, there's Tom Morrissey. He's got it. And needed one. 8 points. It's a 6-point lead, Matt. Sorry to say this early. It's needing a goal, and they need it fairly quickly.
They do, and we might have to bite our tongue and bite our words in a few minutes. You'll find it very hard to see where it's coming from, because Jason Gillan hasn't really been tested for this game so far.
No, he has not here. It's Ahane in possession, but they're struggling to hold on to it here. Minahan is there. Dan Minahan needs a bit of help. Tries to play it across. It's flicked away. Dan Morrissey has it now for Ahane. Lovely hand pass from Dan. Shane O'Grady can't get it into the hand, and he's swarmed around by 3. Patrickswell man winning it. Tom Morrissey is there. So is Stephen Power. Dan Minahan's in there as well for a hand, but Patrickswell kick it clear, and they kick it again before it's picked up. Great work from Jordan Higgins. Higgins finds John Kirby with the hand pass. He's taking on Kieran Barry. Lovely from him. Jack Kelleher now involved. Switches place. A dangerous ball. Paddy Morrissey has done very, very well. In fact, it's Gavin Rossum that's done it. And Rossum finds a good pass to Shane O'Grady. O'Grady to hand pass to Kieran Barry. Just took his eye off at Kieran Barry. Lovely flick to Tom Morrissey. Maybe meant for Mark Donald. It's done. Morrissey versus Burns. Lovely hand pass from him. Shane O'Grady on the run. He's got Mark Donald in space. He's going himself to Shane O'Grady. Goal chance maybe coming here for a hand. The shot comes in. Blocked by Kelvin Lynch. And away come Patrickswell. Falls to Morrissey. And Morrissey has sent that one between the posts. There was a hint of a goal there, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the first real threat that they had. Maybe they had a slight threat, as we recall, in the first half. But, there was a live threat of a goal there. Maybe, I'm not so sure that he gave the right option. Had Kieran Barry had sneaked up here on the left, it might have been a better option. But, hindsight is a perfect science.
Indeed it is, Matt.
Yeah, and
2 to 9 points.
We're seeing a very famous flag down here at the moment, John. It's Limerick's 4 in a row flag, and it's the property of one Mr. Hammy Dawson. And it's been around the country a bit. It was up in
the Antrim at the weekend.
Antrim at the weekend, and he assures me that it's going to be on display at the Clare County final later in the year, but he wouldn't be drawn on whether it would be at the Tipperary County final or not.
I think we all know, anyone that knows Hammy Dawson will say quite clearly that it will not be at the Tipperary hurling final in 2023. As we get back to more serious things at hand here, it's Jason Gillan was getting a bit of treatment down there. He's certainly getting it. Brian Murray, Patrickswell mentor. Well, he's the right man. If he's giving advice down there, he's certainly the right one to be doing it.
2007 All-Star Brian Murray.
Great hurler. Outfield and inside between the posts to Brian Murray. It's great to see him involved with the Limerick 20s as goalkeeping coach this year and last year, and he's involved with his native Patrickswell this year's Gillan. Jason that has plays this one on. Gavin Rossum has got in as well. He's done actually fairly well on Cian Lynch today, Matt, as Gavin Rossum, as good as Cian Lynch has been.
Absolutely.
Free for a hand now. They'll need to start moving things.
When Cian Lynch is in this type of form, you're on damage limitation, nothing else.
Absolutely. Great ball from Dan Morrissey down below. It's Jack Butler struggling to get into it, and Dermot Burns is there. Well, it's like a magnet at times to Dermot Burns. Kelvin Lynch then takes the pass off to Jason Gillan. Gillan, beautiful movement from Kevin O'Brien in front of us here. Evan Enright is there, but Kevin O'Brien with the pass. And he's the catch, I should say, and off to Jordan Higgins. Higgins has it. He's tried to pick it, could have pulled in it. It's the Gillan pulls in it. He's missed it, or he was blocked. Not sure which. Padraig Harnett has it either way. Ferhan gets it off to Kieran Barry. Kieran Barry now moving it. Goal chance again. That really would have finished the game for Patrickswell as Gavin Rossum delivers. It's Tom they're aiming for. It's Tom that's going for it. Surely pushing it back. Jason Gillan is off his line. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's certainly fouled Tom Morrissey. And we're going to see what call this is for the Patrickswell goalkeeper, and it'll certainly be a card.
Yeah, Johnny is doing some book work, I think. But just reflecting back here to the little incident here, it could very well have been a third goal for Patrickswell. I'm not sure Jordan Higgins took the right option. Maybe if he had left it go first time, Jonathan Hayes would have a job in saving it. And of course, Alan Gillan spotted it, but unfortunately for him, he hit fresh air. So, but had I either met it first time, I think you would be looking at a third Patrickswell goal.
Looking for point number 9 of the game is Tom Morrissey. No problem whatsoever for him. And now it's a 4-point game again. Matt Ahane have responded very well to that second goal.
Absolutely, they've cancelled it out now with 3 Tom Morrissey points, 2 from frees and 1 from a play.
Yeah, back with play now. Gillan, lovely strike from Jason Gillan onto the run of Aaron. He just pockets that brilliantly. Aaron Gillan from distance. Well, that's just glorious. It was built in the Gillan household, that one, Matt. And it was finished in Fitzgerald Park in Kilmallock. Glorious goal.
Yeah. But But of course, one of Jason Gallan's strong attributes, John, and we're seeing it here today, is his puck out and his distribution of the ball. He's very, very good at it.
2-9 to 10 points now here as Patrickswell with Evan Fitzgerald trying to win it over. There's Jack Keller, plays it off to Mark Carmody. Carmody's got one already, and Mark Carmody's got two just as quick. And we were just saying Ahane getting it back to a 4-point game. Within seconds, Matt, it's 6 again.
Yeah.
And Carmody will score them all day as well.
Yeah, and again, like as we spoke about the spread of scores coming from Aaron Gallan, coming from Mark Carmody. If you have your halfbacks, the halfbacks have got 3 points between them now. Mark Carmody has been on the mark twice. Keane Fitzgerald has also been on the mark. Here's Keane Lynch delivering a dangerous ball in. But well defended there by Ahane.
It's Evan O'Leary. I'm not sure initially how legal the challenge was. Kevin O'Brien certainly not happy with it either way. Johnny Murphy didn't blow it up, and Ahane now messing around with it in their own half back line. Padraig Harnett showed that one to Aaron Gillan, got a bit lucky. Gavin Rossum now off to Paddy Marcy and back to Padraig Harnett. This is very well worked by Ahane before it's delivered in high and long. Dermot Burns is all over it. That's a great catch from Burns once more. Beautiful from Burns. Switches it over towards Jordan Higgins and Kieran Barry. Kieran Barry smartly letting the ball go past him. Has helped there. It's blocked though. It's worked out. It's found Mark Donnellan. Donnellan's already got one in this half. Has he got point number 2 here? Mark Donnellan, he has. Beautiful score from Donnellan.
Beautiful score. Like he just looked up, saw the chance was on, and struck it accurately between the posts. And that's what we need to see more of from Ahane. But the thing is, Patrickswell are so tight marking and they're bringing such intensity to it. Those opportunities are not presenting themselves for Ahane.
Kieran Barry there just struggling to get it away. Kevin O'Brien has had the pride. Has he got the point? He has. Beautiful from Kevin O'Brien. Didn't even look at the post, Matt. Just the ball felt him. He flicked it up, caught it, struck it straight between the posts. Beautiful from him.
Absolutely.
And that's Kevin O'Brien all out.
Perfect response from Patrickswell again. So what are we? We're 16 minutes into the second half. Dermot Burns has a huge, but it has tail left.
Just wide indeed from Dermot Burns. Hasn't had his radar on today for Patrickswell. Only one score from Dermot Burns, and so rare that you get to say something like that. But it's Patrickswell now leading.
There's 13 minutes left, John.
It's 2-11 match.
So Dermot Burns mightn't be finished yet.
Now the scoreboard here in Kilmallock has 2-12 to 10 points. We have it as 2-11 to 11, and that's what the score is here as Paddy Morrissey. It's Gavin Rossum, in fact, that has it. Couldn't get the ball into his hand when he needed to. Now he needs a bit of help. Does Gavin Rossum? It's not forthcoming. It's Lynch that's dispossessed him, and well, that's no bad thing for Patrickswell's point of view. It's not a great delivery though. Evan O'Leary is there for Ahane. O'Leary gets well to get that away to Marcy. Marcy, as per usual, comes out with the dirty ball. Paddy though struggling to get this one. He's done well to get that ball in his end, Paddy Marcy, and still going with it. Great stuff from Paddy Marcy. Has he been fouled? There's going to be a card here for Jordan Higgins, I think. That was Matt, I have to say. I had worked that out very, very well. Evan O'Leary, Dad Marcy and Paddy Marcy just doing superbly under severe pressure to come out with that.
Absolutely. Outside of the big names this evening, Evan O'Leary has been absolutely outstanding. An outstanding young cornerback, absolutely.
Big talent is Evan O'Leary. Evan Enright alongside him in the full back line ain't half bad. It's as good a full back line, Matt, as you'll see in club hurling.
Oh, sure, with Dan at full back, the perfect mentor in between them,
We're seeing now Tom Morrissey from right in front of us here in the commentary box. Scoreboard. I've mentioned it, Matt, it's wrong.
Just right.
Tom Morrissey has struck that one. Looks good from here, Matt. It's tailed back inside. That's a beautiful score from Tom Morrissey. And we have the score now at 2-11 to Patrickswell and 12 points to Ahane. Well, Matt, there is a bit of confusion here with the scoreboard. I think we're fairly happy with what we have, but that's another score for Morrissey, and it was a beautiful strike. It's Ahane still going with it here. It's Dan Minahan. Under pressure from Dermot Burns, and the last touch came off Burns, says the linesman Mike Mead. There's a bit of consternation over with regards to it. Phelan Mackin and Dermot Burns battling for possession over on that side. think there's only going to be one winner there. It's in a handball, but
scoreboard says 7 points. Patrickswell 2-12.
We have 11 to 12, Matt.
Yeah.
Side is a goal. Tom Morrissey has got the goal here. It's come from absolutely nowhere, that one. We were checking the score, but Tom Morrissey has opened this game right back up here in Kilmallock. 2-11 to 1-12. Seeing the replay here. Dan Minahan with the sideline cut. Looking for Morrissey, looking for someone, Minahan. He delivers it inside, and Tom Morrissey into the hand, and quick as you like, buries it. Matt, stunning from Morrissey.
Stunning goal from Tom Morrissey. So, it's back game on now.
Indeed it is, as Cian Lynch plucks another one out of the sky, and Lynch goes with it, passes off to Carmody. Carmody didn't get in the hand first time. He's looking for Lynch again over Carey Shorley. Just got it away in time, but it's Evan O'Leary again. Plays this one to Paddy Morrissey. Paddy Morrissey moving forward now for Ahane. Gets the pass away to Kieran Barry. Patrickswell there with Jack Keller. Gorgeous touch from Lynch. He hasn't looked at the post. Cian Lynch. Oh, that's outrageous from Lynch.
Yeah.
Just absolutely outrageous from Cian Lynch.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic score, and it brings it back up to 5 points. Now the scoreboard has been corrected, John. I think we're on the right score. It's tallying with us, but that was an absolutely stunning point. Just down under us here, we have a sub for Patrickswell. It looks as if Thomas O'Brien is coming into the game.
There's Thomas O'Brien in. Waiting to see who's coming off the field. It's Patrick Kirby, Matt. Just jotting that one down. Tom O'Brien on. That's one there. That puck up by Jack Keller. Just pulls in it first time. Dan Morrissey has it now. Switches place. A great take from Ronan Fox. He's won a free as well, Ronan Fox. And he's got a free. Matt, switch of play. And it's worked so often for Ahane in this game. That's a great take from Ronan Fox under severe pressure.
Absolutely. And, there's 5 points in it. It is really game on. We're going to have a very, very interesting 9 or 10 minutes to see out this game. And Tom Morrissey has a chance here to make it a 4-point game. Like the goal came, I suppose it has revitalised Ahane. Some may say it's too late, but there's still plenty time to rescue this game for Ahane.
Indeed there is.
Tom Morrissey, and made absolutely no mistake from that one. Tom Morrissey, what an incredible performance by Tom Morrissey. I reckon Tom Morrissey at this stage, John, is on 110.
Yep, that's right, Matt.
9 points from play.
9 points from freeze.
Oh, sorry, from freeze. My apologies.
That's Jordan Higgins. Brilliant block there from Padraig Arnott. Breaks down though. That's an out-and-out one from Carmody. Pull there. Well, it wasn't pulled on, says the referee, and a battle for possession ensues.
It's going to be a line ball here. It's a line ball to Patrickswell, and it looks to me as if John Kirby looked for a minute as if he was going to take it, but he has stepped away and left it up to Jack Kelleher. Jack is moving, and he has spotted the run of Aaron Gallan. That's a great block down from Dan Morrissey.
Gets the pass away to Jack Keller. Kelleher with the strike. Kelleher nails that one.
Yeah,
beautiful strike.
Absolutely. Jonathan Hayes' puck out way down the field, and it breaks. Jack Butler is in there, and it's gone out over the sideline, and it's going to be a line ball to Patrickswell on the far side of the field, and Cian Lynch is over there. I think he's unlikely to be the man to take it.
Yeah, we still have some confusion here in the score, Matt. I have it as 213 to 113, and that's what we have on the screen as well. There is discrepancy. We will double check it. I'm still thinking that the scoreboard has a point wrong either side, but we'll have to go with what the referee says. But either way, back with play. It's going to be a sideline ball for Patrickswell over there. It's Jack Keller. That's the man to take it. Battle for play there down at the end line. Let's come out. It's Gillan that has it. Gillan switching it, flicks it inside to Carmody. Carmody is hit by Kieran Barry. And that's going to be a free all day long.
A bit of a needless free now, John, because he was surrounded by two Ahane players. He was going nowhere. He had to turn. So I think that's a cheap free to give away, needless free, and especially with Aaron Gillan around. You're 5 points down. There's 5 minutes left, and you give away a free like that. It's going to be a 6-point game. I have it right. Just right.
So the free for Gillan. Straight in front. Ooh, kept it loaded there, Gillan, but knew what he was doing, Matt.
Knew what he was doing, yeah, absolutely.
And the scoreline, well, according to the scoreboard now, is 2:15 to 1:12, Matt. We're going to have to go with that.
Yeah. Actually, it tallies with mine, John. It tallies with mine. But
just a bit of a discrepancy.
But I'm not infallible, John.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Either way, at the moment, it's an Aaron Gillan score that has it. But it's Ahane on the attack. Paddy Morrissey delivers. So good ball over towards Tom. It's goals that Ahane need, though. Just a bit far out for Tom Morrissey here. Still going, Tom Morrissey skies it into the air. That's a dangerous ball. If ever there was one, it's dropped. It's dropped, there's the goal! Goal for Ahane! I think it's Paddy Morrissey, Matt.
Yeah.
I think it's Paddy Morrissey that's got it. He floated in. It is Paddy Morrissey. Tom Morrissey's delivery. And he just followed it in to Paddy Morrissey all the way in from midfield. And now, Matt, we're going to have fun and games with the score.
Yeah, we're just looking at the playback of it here, John. Oh, no, it's
definitely Paddy Morrissey, Matt. Definitely Paddy Morrissey. He followed him all the way out. Yeah. We're not sure about the score. We're sure about that goal scorer, though. Yeah. But it's Aaron Gillan in now for Patrickswell. Plays it across. Glorious chance here. Tom O'Brien hasn't got it. Well, it's one Tom O'Brien. You'd expect him to score all day long, given his history. Jordan Higgins is blocked down. Good work from Stephen Power. And hit off Higgins last, and that's a wide. Wow, Matt, what a finish we have here in front of us.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Tom Morrissey, you know, he's been involved in it again. Like, there would have been a temptation when he got that ball over there. It was, you know, it would have been a simple one to put over for Tom Morrissey, but he made the right option, knowing the time was running out, and dropped it probingly into the square, and it broke, and all Ahane need is another break, Jack, or John, and they're rightly back in it.
Absolutely, Matt.
I think Kelvin Carroll is about to come into the game for Patrickswell at this late stage. We're on 58 minutes.
Indeed we are. Closing stages here in Kilmallock. And as the score on the scoreboard says, 2:15 to 2:12. Ahane need another goal. And Matt, look, they've shown they're capable of getting them.
Yeah, Jack.
One thing we didn't see in the first half, we're seeing in the second.
John, we'll eat our words. I said, and I say mea culpa.
Well, there's been a red card here, I think, as well. I think it's for one of the Ahane mentors. Indeed, it's not. It's Mark Foley, I think, that has been sent off from the sideline over there. It's Calvin Carroll comes on for Patrickswell. It's Jordan Higgins that's departing. So there's a bit of confusion there. It's Calvin Carroll that's on. Great catch back there by Jack Keller. He's had a solid game, wearing 11 but playing midfield. Plays this one up. There's Dermot Burns towards Aaron Gillan. Evan O'Leary's there. Gillan, well, just has a little slip from Gillan. Tries the shot. O'Leary's got a flick on that. It's going to drop dangerously around the edge of the square. Carmody is there for Patrickswell, but Dan Morrissey and Paddy Morrissey are back there for Ahane. It's Paddy that has it. Goal scorer for Ahane. That second goal, Paddy Morrissey. Played out along the line here. And away comes Padraig Harnett for Ahane.
Now we've
Kieran Barry's been fouled. Needless foul by John Kirby.
Oh, this is going to be could be a very, very dangerous free. He's taken quickly by Kieran Barry.
He has Dan Minahan. Dan Minahan needs a bit of help. He's going to meet Dermot Burns fairly quickly here. He's got to get round James Carrick first of all. He's still going. Dan Minahan with the strike, but that's gone to the right and wide.
That certainly is a disappointing. That is a disappointing effort at this stage, because it was well off the target, and we're now into time added on. The 30 minutes of regulation time are up, so it's at the discretion of Johnny Murphy here, as the ball is in play. Here we have Keane Lynch going through, and he lays it off beautifully to
goal chance. Kevin O'Brien pops it over. Second one of the half for Kevin O'Brien. And 2:16 to 12 points now, according to the scoreline here in Kilmallock. Long ball in. Tom Morrissey's all over it. Can't keep it in play though. Just too much on it. Matt, it's just at this stage looking like Patrickswell have just done enough.
Yeah, it looks as if they've done enough. It looks as if it's going to be their evening. And Johnny, three times catch. Aaron Gallan is disgusted with himself underneath here, and it's going to be
Padraig Harnett to take it. Harnett now trying to launch it in around the edge of the square. They need a goal. They need it fast to Ahane. 2:16 to 2:12 in the scoreline here in Kilmallock. I still have it as something different, but we're being told that there may have been a mistake in the production truck that have checked the scores back. Either way, it's Tom Morrissey in possession for Ahane. Been fouled by Aaron Gallan. Needless one from Aaron. Knew exactly what he was doing, Matt.
Absolutely. Because they are believing at this stage that there is 4 points in it. So what does Tom Morrissey do with this? Does he drop it in?
Well, we've played.
And we have actually played.
1.5 minutes.
We have almost 2
minutes
minutes of time added on, so there can be very much more because, well, there was a few stoppages. We could have as much as 4 minutes in it.
Yeah, and that's why, maybe not.
Tom has gone away from this. He's gone in around the square.
Quick update on the other score in the other game time. Mungret St. Paul's 123, Adair 2:16. They're in the second minute of added time there. Looks good for Mungret at that stage. A huge result in the championship as Harnett drops it in. There's a pull on it, but it's bounced out, and John Kirby has it for Patrickswell. That should be it here in Kilmallock. He's launched it as Kirby. Looking for Kevin O'Brien, didn't catch it, but didn't leave Evan O'Leary where he's all over him. Evan O'Leary free in.
That's
coolness personified from Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah, that is the end of it, actually. Which we're into the third minute of time added on now, and this is a chance, I think, to really put the issue beyond doubt.
It is indeed a chance now for Patrickswell and Aaron Gillan, who's in his half-back line as well. That time is pretty much up, you'd imagine, here.
And Aaron Gallan is not in a terrible hurry, John.
No. Found himself there back in the full back line a minute ago, Matt. And it's the slowest I've seen him travel up to take a free in a fair old while.
Yeah.
Strike from Gallan, point from Gallan. That's another one for Patrickswell, and that's the full-time whistle here in Kilmallock. And Matt, it's a victory for Patrickswell.
A victory for Patrickswell puts them right back into the championship mix. Not that we ever thought they were out of it. A good win for Patrickswell. Ahane will be very, very disappointed because, especially for the first half, John, they didn't produce anything like they produced for 40 minutes against Kilmallock, and it'll be disappointing. And as we've said and as we've flagged through the game, I think they will be very, very disappointed with their scoring return and where the scores came from. You know, they were so dependent on Tom Morrissey, and like it would be God forbid for Ahane if Tom Morrissey wasn't able to play. it's onwards and upwards now for Patrickswell. They've left Kilmallock, and they'll play Kilmallock during the week, in the coming week, and then they've Kildimo Patrickswell or Kildimo Pallaskenry in the last round. So it looks as if it's happy days for Patrickswell, that they're going through a hand of a lot of work to do, John, if they're to pull out a surprise, because Na Piarsaigh are waiting for them, and Patrickswell, Na Piarsaigh, and they also have they haven't. They've played Kildimo Pallaskenry, so look. They had a decent second half, Ahane, a much better second half than they had in the first half, and of course they got a couple of goals, which was very, very, very important. So I think Ahane Patrickswell badly needed the victory after the surprise defeat to Doon in the second round, and they came here to get the job done. It's job done for Patrickswell, onwards and upwards for the rest of the championship.
Indeed it is. The final score in the other game as well sees Mungret beating Adair 123-217. Matt, that's a huge result as well.
A huge result, an absolutely huge result, John. I didn't think it would. I didn't see it coming. I thought that Adair would just shade that one, but obviously they haven't, and it's a huge result for Mungret St. Paul's. But I don't know if we should be that surprised, because we have seen Mungret St. Paul's, what they have been doing through the underage ranks and at the different levels there through the last couple of years, and it's now beginning to bear fruit at senior level. And you'd worry sometimes about teams with on their second year up, and certainly I think that Mungret St. Paul's learned quite a lot from last year, and they're in a very, very strong position now to make at least the quarterfinals, John, because they still have Ballybrown, they still have South Liberties. There's a bit of hurling to be played yet, but this evening Mungret are in a very, very strong position.
Absolutely they are. That's all from us here in Kilmallock this evening. My many thanks to Matt O'Callaghan for his expert analysis this evening. We'll be back tomorrow on Limerick GA TV for the Bon Secours Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship clash between Kilmallock and Kildimo Pallaskenry from Newcastle West. It's all from us here on Limerick GA TV this evening. Thanks for tuning in. He strikes it as Tom Morrissey. He's got it. And needed one. 2-8 points. It's a 6 point on the run. He's got Mark Donnell in space. He's going himself to Shane O'Grady. Goal chance maybe coming here for Ahane. The shot comes in. Blocked by Kelvin Lynch. And away come Patrickswell. Falls. Strike from Gillan, point from Gillan. That's another one for Patrickswell. That's the full time whistle here.